Good morning, students. Today in this class we are going to see the two properties of definite integrals. The first one is integral minus a to plus a f of x dx. You see that limit minus a to plus a. Okay, a value is same but one is in minus, the upper limit is in plus. So integral minus a to a f of x dx. So for this result, you will have two answers according to f of x is even and f of x is odd. You see that? Integral minus a to plus a f of x dx, you are having two answers according as f of x is even and f of x is odd. So you know very well, f of x is even means if we substitute x as minus x, that is f of minus x is equal to f of x. Okay, f of x is odd means f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. See, if the result is given integral minus a to a f of x dx. So first you have to see the function is even or odd. If the function is even, that is f of minus x is equal to f of x. So this answer is equal to 2 into integral 0 to a f of x dx. And if f of x is odd, that is f of minus x is equal to minus f of x means the integral value is 0. Okay, so using this property, we are going to do the exercise 9.3 second problem la first subdivision. You see the second problem, evaluate the following integrals using properties of integration. Okay, so evaluate the integrals now, we can use the second fundamental theorem, we can use it, or already we have learnt in 11th standard, but here they have mentioned using the properties of integration. So there are 12 properties, so we have to use any one of the properties which is suitable for the problem we have to use. Okay, so here you take the first subdivision. See that integral minus 5 to 5 x cos of e power x minus 1 divided by e power x plus 1 into dx. So you have to see the limits. See that minus 5 to plus 5. So it is in the form of integral minus a to a f of x into dx. So if the limit is like that, okay, so first you have to check the function is odd or even. So for that, evaluating this integral, first you have to consider the whole function as f of x. Okay, so f of x is equal to what it is? X into cos of e power x minus 1 divided by e power x plus 1. So we have to check whether this function is even or odd. So even or odd, to check that you have to replace x by minus x. So you are going to find now f of minus x. That means wherever you are having x in f of x, you have to replace as minus x. So this x will become minus x cos of e power minus x minus 1 divided by e power minus x plus 1. Okay, so you see that f of that is minus x is equal to minus x cos of e power minus x can be written as 1 by e power x minus 1 divided by 1 by e power x plus 1. Okay, the minus x you write as it is, cos of, you have to take LCM. So what is the LCM in the numerator? E power x. So the answer is 1 minus e power x. In the denominator LCM is e power x. If you take LCM, it is 1 plus e power x. The numerator LCM e power x and the denominator LCM e power x getting cancelled. Okay, so you see that here you are having 1 minus e power x. From the numerator, if you take minus out, it will become e power x minus 1 divided by 1 plus e power x. So minus x into it is in the form of cos of minus theta. What is cos of minus theta? You know very well, it is cos theta. So it can be written as cos of e power x minus 1 divided by 1 plus e power x. You see that in the front you are having minus. Okay, see now, what is your f of x? X into cos of e power x minus 1 divided by e power x plus 1. So here x into the whole term is nothing but f of x. So in the front you are having minus x. So f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. You see now, f of minus x is equal to minus f of x means your f of x is odd. If your f of x is odd, integral minus a to plus a f of x dx is equal to 0. So you have to conclude the given f of x is an odd function. So therefore integral minus phi to plus phi x cos of e power x minus 1 divided by e power x plus 1 into dx is equal to 0. Okay, so we'll come to the problem number second subdivision. Okay, so see that integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 x power phi plus x cos x plus tan cube x plus 1 into dx. Okay, so see that here we have to check the limit is what? Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So if the limit is coming like this, so you have to check whether the given function is odd or even. Okay, so see now, here you are having the constant term. So I am going to first, before checking the odd or even, first I am going to write this integral as two integrals. Okay, so you combining the first three terms together and the last term separately. So integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi x power phi plus x cos x plus tan cube x into dx plus integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi 1 into dx is dx. Because of that one, we will not write whether the function is even or odd. So that's why the 1 into dx is written separately. So the whole term can be written as two integrals. One is I1, another one is I2. So this I1 is the first integral, I2 is the second integral. Okay, first you consider I1. What is it? Integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi x power phi plus x cos x plus tan cube x into dx. Okay, first you consider the function as f of x, not the integral. Consider the function alone as f of x. So f of x is equal to what? X power phi plus x cos x plus tan cube x. So you have to check whether it is odd or even. For that, replace x by minus x. X by minus x. It can be written as minus x the whole power phi plus minus x cos of minus x plus tan cube of minus x. What is minus x the whole power 5? 5 is an odd. So it is minus x power 5 and minus x. Okay, here you will have minus x. Cos of minus theta. What is it? Cos theta. So cos of minus x is cos x. So how it will be written? You see that tan of minus x the whole cube. Tan of minus x is what? Minus tan x. So minus tan x the whole cube. So minus x power 5 and plus into minus x cos x and minus the whole cube is minus 1 the whole cube is minus tan x the whole cube is tan cube x. From all the term, what is common? Minus is common. If you take it out, your answer is x power 5 plus x cos x plus tan cube x. So see that this is your f of x. So therefore, f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So therefore, the function, what is it? First one, x power 5, that f of x is an odd function. So f of x is odd means whose integral value is equal to 0 according to the property. You see that? So that's why I1, that is integral, what it is? minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, x power 5 plus x cos x plus tan cube x into dx is equal to 0. You see that your problem we have written as I is equal to I1 plus I2. Just now we have evaluated the I1. I1 value is 0. Next we have to go to I2. What is I2? It is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 dx. You consider 0 plus integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 into dx. So first what you have to do? You have to integrate dx. So the integral dx is x. So we have integrated. Then you have to write the limits. Next step, you have to apply the limits. How to apply the limits? Using second fundamental theorem. So first upper limit has to be applied. So in the place of x, you have to substitute pi by 2. Next in between what you have to write? Minus. And next you have to apply the lower limit. So it is minus pi by 2. So in between you are having one minus, and when you apply the upper limit, you will have one minus. So minus into minus plus pi by 2. Okay, so when you add these two, your answer is pi. Okay, so we completed the second subdivision using that property. So coming to the third subdivision. What is it? Integral minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4 sine squared x into dx. Again it is in the form of integral minus a to plus a f of x into dx. So if the limit has come like this, what you have to do? You have to check the function is odd or even. So consider f of x. What is it? Sine squared x. So to check odd or even, you have to replace x as minus x. So this can be written as sine of minus x the whole squared. What is sine of minus x? It is minus sine x the whole squared. So when you square it, it is sine squared x. What is sine squared x? That is your f of x. You see that now you are getting f of minus x is equal to f of x. There is no change in the function after replacing x by minus x. You see now the property, if f of x is even, that is f of minus x is equal to f of x. If it's so, the answer for the integral is 2 into integral 0 to a f of x into dx. So in our problem, your f of x is an even function. So therefore this integral value can be written as 2 into integral 0 to a. Okay, here minus a to a can be split as 2 into integral 0 to a. What is your a? Pi by 4 sine squared x into dx. So you have to integrate this. So it is sine squared x. So it has to be written as a multiple angle. So you know the trigonometry identity. So it is 1 minus cos 2x by 2. Just we are substituting sine squared x as 1 minus cos 2x by 2. Trigonometry identity we are using here into dx. See the denominator 2 and this 2 getting cancelled. So you will have integral 0 to pi by 4 1 minus cos 2x into dx. So this has to be integrated. You see that here you are having two terms, in between you are having minus. So separately you have to integrate. So the first term is 1 into dx is integral dx. So integral dx, what's the answer? It is nothing but x. So the first, the constant 1 into dx. So if you integrate, your answer is x. Okay, minus, in between you are having minus. So the second term is what? Cos 2x. How to integrate cos 2x? It is nothing but sin 2x by 2. And you have to write the limit 0 to pi by 4. So next you have to apply the limits. So first you have to apply the upper limit. Wherever x you are having, you have to substitute the upper limit. So that is pi by 4 minus sin 2 into pi by 4 by 2. So upper limit is over. In between you have to write minus. Then you have to substitute the lower limit. So in the place of x, you have to substitute 0 minus sin 2 into 0 is sin 0 divided by 2. So the first one, pi by 4 minus the 2 and the 4 getting cancelled. So it is sin pi by 2 divided by 2 minus. Here sin 0 is 0. So the lower limit fully 0. Okay, so therefore your answer is pi by 4 minus, what is sine 90 degree? That is 1. So it is 1 by 2. So we have completed the third subdivision. Next we are moving to the next problem. So I have taken the second 10th subdivision I have taken it. So you see that integral pi by 8 to 3 pi by 8, 1 divided by 1 plus square root of tan x into dx. So it's not so. So the previous what we have discussed in that integral, your limit varies from minus a to plus a. Here it is one limit, lower limit is pi by 8 and the upper limit is 3 pi by 8. So we should not use that property what we have dealt previously. So I'll go to the next property of definite integrals. Integral a to b f of x dx can be written as integral a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. Okay, so here your x is replaced by a. What is a? Lower limit plus upper limit minus x. After replacing x by a plus b minus x, both the integral values are same. So this property I am going to use. What is the property? Integral a to b f of x dx is equal to integral a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. Okay, for that you take the question. You have to call the integral as I. So give name for the integral, or the value of the integral is I. So integral pi by 8 to 3 pi by 8, 1 divided by 1 plus square root of tan x. You are going to write as tan x can be written as sin x by cos x. Your tan x is within the square root. So this can be written as square root of sin x divided by square root of cos x, and you have to take LCM. What is the LCM? Square root of cos x. If you multiply with 1, it is square root of cos x plus square root of sin x divided by square root of cos x. This square root of cos x, where it is? Denominator of the denominator. So it will go to the numerator. So after taking LCM, I write this function as square root of cos x divided by square root of cos x plus square root of sin x into dx. So you have to name this as I. So the value is I, and you have to call this integral as 1. So the value is 1. Okay. So now you are going to use the property of definite integral. Which property? That integral a to b f of x dx is equal to integral a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. Here what we are going to do? X has to be replaced as a plus b minus x. Okay, so wherever you are having x, it has to be replaced by a plus b minus x. What is your a? Your a is pi by 8. What is your b? 3 pi by 8. So therefore, see now, here integral pi by 8 to 3 pi by 8. Pi by 8 to 3 pi by 8. Square root of cos of your x has to be replaced as 3 pi by 8 plus pi by 8. Or otherwise you can write pi by 8 plus 3 pi by 8. No problem. 3 pi by 8 plus pi by 8 minus x. And in the denominator also, wherever you are having x, it has to be replaced as pi by 8 plus 3 pi by 8 minus x plus sine of 3 pi by 8 plus pi by 8 minus x into dx. Okay. So what we have said according to the property, so after replacing x as a plus b minus x, both the integrals having the same value. So before replacing, what is the value? It is I. So after replacing also, it has to be taken as I. Okay. So see now, here 3 pi by 8 plus pi by 8. What it will be? 4 pi by 8. And the 4, 8, if we cancel, your answer is pi by 2. So 3 pi by 8 plus pi by 8 is 4 pi by 8. 4 pi by 8 is 4 is cancelled, means it is pi by 2. So it's a square root of cos pi by 2 minus x divided by square root of, here also cos pi by 2 minus x plus square root of sin pi by 2 minus x. So you know very well, cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta. So it is a square root of sin x. This also square root of sin x. Here sin of 90 minus theta is cos theta. So it is square root of cos x into dx. You see that equal as 2. So before replacing, here after replacing x as a plus b minus x, you will get this answer. So see that both has to be added. So the first result as well as the second result has to be added. You see the left side of 1, here you are having I. Okay, what is the left side of 2? That also I. If you add I plus I, that is 2I. So left side is over. Coming to the right side. So here you see you are having this integral. So in the denominator, what you are having? Square root of cos x plus square root of sin x. Okay, coming to the second one, here you are having the same thing. The denominator square root of sin x plus square root of cos x. Both are in plus. So square root of cos x plus square root of sin x. Here you are having square root of sin x plus square root of cos x. Both are same. So the LCM is square root of cos x plus square root of sin x. What do you have to do? You have to add the numerator of 1. What is the numerator? Square root of cos x. And what is the numerator of 2? It is a square root of sin x. So square root of cos x plus square root of sin x. So both getting cancelled. They are same. So both getting cancel. So what is remaining? Integral pi by 8 to 3 pi by 8 into dx. Okay. So now you have to integrate. What is the integration of dx? That is x. And you have to write the limit. Next step, you have to apply the upper limit. What is the upper limit? 3 pi by 8. In between, you have to write minus and go for the lower limit. What is the lower limit? Pi by 8. Because here you are having x. So first you have to apply the upper limit. 3 pi by 8 minus pi by 8. So if you simplify, it is 2 pi by 8. And 2, 8, if you cancel, it is pi by 4. What you are getting? 2i is equal to pi by 4. So what is asked? So I is needed. What is I? I is equal to pi by 8. And the 2 is here. It is in multiplication. When you take it to the right side, it come in the division. So in the division, you are having 4. So it is pi by 8 will be the answer for the question. Okay, so today's class we have discussed 2 properties. So learn the property and practice the problem. Thank you, students.